So I've got to show you this. Sometimes if you're booking a hotel room online, you can look at the pictures and think, ooh, that looks nice. And then you get there and it's like, what? This doesn't look anything like what I thought it was going to be like, or what the pictures depicted. This time, pretty much bang on. It's called Moolac Shores, and obviously it's near Moolac Beach. Moolac is spelled Moolack. It's a little collection of rooms, literally right on the ocean front. So I'm just going to give you a very quick tour, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you. So I've got what they call the racer room. So all the decor is inspired by like motor racing. So you've got the big. That's a quite cool picture actually. I like that. I would have preferred it if they'd kept all the decor like that in here, like the 20s kind of vibe, or maybe not 20s, maybe later, maybe 50s or 60s. But as it stands, there's quite a mix of modern day and everything. But that's just the decor. So we've got a kitchen here, bit of a kitchen, a lot of utensils, toaster, whatever that is there, hob, and some sort of little oven, fridge, freezer, sink, microwave oven, little breakfast bar to sit at. Sorry, I've just come in and dumped all my stuff on the side there. Bathroom's pretty decent. Nice little size. Toilet, showers are good size as well. Decent shower and a real nice big rainfall shower head as well. I do like them. And then obviously we've got a flat screen TV, as is the norm nowadays. The fire, I've had a note to say that I'm not allowed to use it because they're having problems with them. But normally I would assume you'd be able to light a fire there. Couple of chairs, beautiful big king bed. Some of the units have queens, this one's got a king. And then when you come out here, this is the pièce de résistance. The ND filter isn't coping with the sunshine on the waves very well. I do apologise, but trust me, it's a pretty sweet view. You do have rooms obviously with balconies next to you. It's not completely private, but look at that view. Seriously. And you might be thinking, I mean, I'm not a big connoisseur of hotel prices and things like that. I don't know a great deal about them. It's a Sunday night. This was about $165, including taxes. So I honestly think that is an absolute steal for somewhere where you are quite literally on the beach. There's even some steps there that you can use to go down to the beach as well. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, folks, my battery's about dead, camera-wise and me-wise, so I am going to bid you farewell for now. Hopefully get the camera charged up in time to watch the sun go down over the ocean. Good morning, everybody. What a place to wake up. That was one of the best nights' sleep I've had for ages. Is there any wonder why? So today, don't know what I'm doing. I do want to get to Utah, and I want to do some hiking in Utah around the national parks. And at the moment, Utah is just over 1,000 miles away driving from where I am. So it's about 16 hours according to Google Maps. So obviously that's 2 days, at least 2 days. With it being Monday today, and I've got until Tuesday. I've basically got like 7 or 8 days left. So I think I need to start heading towards Utah if I want to get some hiking done there. So there might be just a little bit of driving down the coast today, one final little bit, and then start heading across. I'm not sure the route I'll take yet, but again, I'll just make it up as I go along. But I really, really want to get to Capitol Reef National Park in Utah. Is on my mind a lot. There's a couple of nice hikes there that I'd really, really love to do again. Right guys, I've come about an hour's drive down the coast and I've just stopped in at the Heceta Head Lighthouse. It's a little state park. The state park's dotted around all the way down this coast. You could probably spend like $150 in fees going to every single one. I've just basically called in here because I needed to use the restroom. Too much coffee this morning. But there's a little bit of a beach here. And then I think that's the former lighthouse keeper's house up on the cliff, and then the lighthouse itself just hidden behind the trees at the top there. I'm not going up. I want to get moving and get some of these miles done that I have to do to get to Utah. There is a large bridge behind me. Well, saying large, quite an impressive bridge up there. I'm going to drive over that in a second. Alright folks, it is early afternoon. I'm on Oregon Highway 58, and as you can see by the sign behind me, I've stopped at a Dairy Queen. It was just easy to pull off the side of the road and get some food, basically. I was starving. I've got about 943 miles left to drive, so I should really get on with it. It's just like I'm hiking all over again. It's about 10 p.m. and I've got myself to Winnemucca, I think it's pronounced, in Nevada. Don't know how far I've driven, probably somewhere around halfway, something like that. But I came here because when I looked on the map, I was like, that's a big place. There'll be tons of hotels to choose from. And all the places I've driven through on the way here have been tiny, tiny little places. No. Well, there are lots of hotels, but anyone who knows anything about hotels and motels in America will know, for example, that Motel 6 is pretty much the bottom of the pile when it comes to quality. It's the budget chain of choice, basically. If you're on a budget, you go for a Motel 6 because it's just simple, no frills, and it's cheap. The Motel 6 in Winnemucca for tonight, which is a Monday night, have a guess how much they wanted me to pay for one room, for one person, for one night. No. $540. I'm not even joking with you. That was the Motel 6. There was a couple of other motels that had availability that were in the $300 region. And then this one where I am now is the Roadway Inn, and it was about $170. And there's no breakfast included with that. And it has been the strangest experience so far as well. It's a huge place, and it's absolute. All the hotels are just sold out. They're just packed, absolutely. I asked the lady at reception, is there something going on in town? And she's like, no, don't know what's going on. Good morning, everyone. Time to leave the Roadway Inn. I feel I was maybe a little bit harsh last night about the hotel and the room, just basically because it was a long day and I was tired. They're obviously in the middle of a remodel. I've just stopped, got a full tank of gas, cleaned my windshield because there was a fine collection of dead bugs on there. And now I am on Interstate 80 with a speed limit of 75 miles an hour, and I'm on here for 100 miles. And this is exactly what springs to mind when someone says Nevada to me. This kind of scenery. And casinos as well. You can't have Nevada without casinos. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 11:30 and I've turned onto US Highway 50, which is supposedly has a reputation of being the loneliest road in America. And at the moment, I'm in Eureka, which has a reputation of being the friendliest town on the loneliest road in America. If you can believe that. I'm just taking the opportunity to have a wander around, stretch my legs, go find a coffee, probably some cake, and use a restroom. So thought it'd be nice to show you a little bit of one of these towns as well, because there's some really, really cool old buildings. You can tell there's quite a bit of history here in this one. I've just got to find, post office. Just got to find the cafe that I saw. Back on the road again. Got about 70 miles until I hit a city called Ely. E-L-Y. to stop and get some gas there. That should hopefully get me the rest of the way to Utah. You can see why it's touted as the loneliest road in America. There's not a great deal out here at all. I'm used to driving what I had before I came over here. Before I sold it, I had a Volvo V40, which is very, very low to the ground. Very hard, stiff suspension. Low profile tyres. And you could literally just like throw that into corners and it would hardly move at all. I did love that car. It's a beautiful car to drive. So this for me is like, it's basically like driving a blancmange on wheels. That's what I liken it to. It's just so like bouncy and rolly. It's just taking a little bit of getting used to on these twisty roads. Right, I've stopped and pulled over so we can get a good look at these mountains and this just crazy long straight road and this huge expanse of flat. Nevada is a strange one, all right. Reminds me there's a stretch of road somewhere in Utah where you drive along a similar long straight road to this, and to one side of you, like these mountains here, there's just a huge great like vertical rock wall. I can't remember exactly where it is, but I've driven it a few times. It's pretty impressive though. Welcome to Utah, folks. Finally made it. Got about an hour and a half's driving left, I think. Not too bad. Got to get down this road and then get onto the Interstate 15, I think it is, which is like the main artery in and out of Las Vegas, I believe. But yeah, very, very happy to finally be here after almost 2 days of driving. Talk about a cool road trip. Definitely cool. Alright folks, I made it to the hotel in Hurricane. Stopped by Walmart, picked up a load of stuff, food and drink wise for the next couple of days. I've not stayed in this part of the building before, which is quite odd. It looks like they're putting everyone in this side. Makes me wonder if they're refurbing the far side behind me where I've stayed before. But just driving into town, there has been a heck of a lot of development since the last time I was here. And I said I was here in 2011. I was also here in 2019 as well. For a very brief visit at this same hotel as well. So this is the other wing, if you like. And whilst there are a couple of vehicles there, there's not many. I've usually been right in that corner before, which is quite funny, but probably not to you guys, just funny to me. Anyway, yes, I am quite tired. Utah is in a different time zone to where I've been, so time has skipped forward an hour, so it's about 7:30 p.m. at the moment. I need to unpack everything and get myself something to eat and drink. I'm not eating a great deal today at all, but very happy to be here, I know that much.